The first thing it does is it really does three things. And that first one is to say, who is allowed to do assignments? What is an assignment? It effectively says if you, as an individual that's not a broker, sign a contract with someone else, in order for it not to be considered an assignment or underneath that umbrella, it has to be a home you're buying from someone else to live in as your primary residence, not to buy and resell. It makes that distinction. And it also says it also says that anybody that is doing assignment contracts, buying the property with the intention of assigning the contract or flipping it and assigning equity in the property is now a broker activity, meaning it falls under the real estate commission, meaning you would have to have your real estate license or be under a broker in order to do those contracts. That means if you tried to do it as a private person without a brokerage license, you would then be subject to the rules of the real estate commissions as unauthorized practice of real estate activity.
I do got a quick question.
Sure.
So, can you still do a novation, or is it anybody who gets a fee on us?
Yes. I knew that question was coming up, and I looked at novations just to make sure. They're very specific in any kind of selling or purchasing or anything like that. So if you were to get a contract, do a novation and get paid for that, that is the same thing that would be covered under this bill.
What's a novation?
A novation, okay, so an assignment of contract is a signing of benefits, right? So if you get a contract and you assign it, you're assigning the benefits, but you still have the responsibility under the contract to perform. That's why you should take the contract back if the assignee doesn't end up following through and then reassign it. A novation is the cancellation of a contract and effectively creating a new contract between the seller and now the new buyer. It becomes an A to B replacing B, where an assignment is an A to B and then assigning it to C as a new buyer. So in my interpretation of this bill and what people talk about in novation, I would say that a novation would fall under this and it would be considered a brokerage activity as if you got a fee for it.